I got a big pile of wings and a lot of questions to answer. Let's do this thing. Alright, so I've been an asshole and I haven't done Q&A in over a year. And I kept saying, I'm gonna do it, so I'm finally gonna do it. So I have lots of questions to answer from you guys. The last Q&A that we did, I'll leave the link in the description below and you guys can check that out. We are on episode 24. And yes, you may have noticed I have 200 wings in front of me. That's right, my buddies at the pump hooked me up with the most delicious wings in town. I'm gonna go ahead and eat a bunch while I answer your questions. I forgot we're doing a Q&A. I'm gonna keep eating and answer questions. First question I got was, how many push-ups can you do in a row? Let's find out. Do the 30 banana challenge, I dare you. Okay, I'll do that for a video coming up. In fact, I'll up it up a notch. I'll do something stupid while doing that. How much do you weigh? And what do you think your body fat percentage is? I'm like close to 250 now. Probably like 55% body fat. Realistically, probably like 15. What are your weight goals? And what are the PRs and major lifts that you do? My weight goals are like, I don't care. As long as I'm strong. I have no real goals. I can bench a lot. I can lift a lot, I can squat. I don't know my numbers right now. Hey Pete, have you ever competed in CrossFit? Or even thought of competing? And what do you think of the games? Now, I went to the games this past summer. And I thought they were pretty cool, to be honest. There was a lot of top tier athletes there, so they were doing some cool shit. You know, heavy deadlifts, heavy farmer squats, things like that. That I actually do really like. The problem is the majority of CrossFitters aren't at that level. And that's when things go bad. That's when people hurt themselves, which is why CrossFit gets a bad rap and they don't do proper reps and all that. So I haven't done CrossFit in a little while. I've gotten a lot heavier. I've stuck to more bodybuilding movements and powerlifting movements, things that actually get me a lot stronger, bigger. So I don't know if I'll ever try and compete. Maybe I'll do it for fun in a couple of years. Who knows? At the moment, not doing it. Pete, now I know you're an idiot, but you just stooped to another level. I am not a vegan or a vegetarian, but I have a basic understanding of biology. If you seriously think your teeth are made to eat meat, go try and take a bite out of a cow and see how well you do. I would. Now, seeing as I'm eating 200 chicken wings, I'm just gonna ignore this question. Holy shit, I would love to hear Pete's opinion on keto, low carb, and paleo. Upvote, please. It has its place. I don't really do keto or paleo. I hate the word paleo, for example. I think it just sounds stupid. I don't know, I just don't like the word. Low carb, I don't really do low carb. I do it here and there. I do like high fat, high protein as part of my main diet. But carbs I always incorporate in some way. So I always like carbs. A lot of people with the paleo are like, carbs are the devil. I'll always eat white rice and things like that. It just gets me going, oats, things like that. I feel like those are essential for gains. And if you're not incorporating them, I think they just really help with performance in the gym. How is it possible that people stop watching these? I think I made a comment in the last Q&A that I did that I kind of stopped doing Q&As because people weren't watching them as much, but they were on my secondary channel, Furious Talks. If you haven't subscribed to that channel, please do. And Then a lot of people on my main channel were asking me, hey, why don't you do Q&As anymore? I'm like, oh, I just did one yesterday. I posted on my other channel. Why don't you subscribe and check that out? And so I'm posting it here to see how you guys like them again. And how do you like my concept of eating and doing a Q&A at the same time? Right now, I'm really enjoying it. So I'm hoping you really enjoy it too. What kind of diet do you go on before and after an eating challenge or competition? Generally leading up to a competition, I like to focus on a liquid diet. Why liquid diet, you ask? The reason we do a liquid diet is to make sure that we keep our stomachs expanded, yet we also have the ability to not have anything in our stomachs going into the actual contest itself. So the more we drink, the more we expand our stomach. However, going into the competition, like I said, we won't really have anything in there. Now, I do like to have whey protein, milk, things that will actually give me some energy going throughout the day, because I don't want to be lethargic all day long, just dying kind of thing. I want to make sure that I have energy. Now, after that contest, I like to focus on water, a lot of water, but generally speaking, I go back to my normal diet. The reason that happens is because most of the time during an eating contest, the food that you eat, a lot of it doesn't get absorbed. Your body just can't handle that much food at once. Going back to your normal diet just puts you already have a revved up metabolism because of eating so much. And just eating normally again just puts you at the energy levels that you need to be at, plus you simply just bounce back pretty quickly, especially if your water levels are really high. Tattoo on your back. It's Polish symbol. Are you Polish? Why is this tattoo? I am Polish. If you haven't seen my Polish language lessons, you'll know I'm Polish. Rozmawiam po polsku. If you understand that, kurwa, rozmawiam po polsku. Mam tatuaż na plecach. When I got this tattoo, things were a little funny. Parents actually thought. Didn't know for 6 months. And I wanted to get a Polish tattoo, just Polish eagles, simply because I wanted to get something that I wouldn't regret getting. So that's what I got. Parents didn't know for a while, but when they did find out, father told me that only terrorists get tattoos. I thought they'd be proud, you know, Polish heritage on my back. I got a question. What would be a good eating challenge for a first-time competitive eater? Would it be something like time McDoubles as fast as you can? Also, how should I evaluate my time, being I'm a beginner on all that? I think 10 McDoubles is a great way to start. Or just going to an eating challenge at a restaurant. You know, the challenge, let's say, is eat this as fast as you can, or eat this in under an hour. Now, if you're a competitive eater, you can probably do it in under 10 minutes. Normal schmo, 30 minutes to 60 minutes, you know? Or if you simply can't eat, you won't finish the challenge. So I'd say maybe go for something like that and just see casually how fast you can eat that. And if you can eat it fast, then move on from there. And then try like 10 McDoubles as fast as you can. Time yourself. After an eating challenge, do you get constipated? Much like the opposite. It just goes running, man. Many sessions, many times a day. Have you ever used club bells before? And if so, how do you rate them compared to kettlebells? I have no idea what a club bell is. Search for it. That's what a club bell is. It's like a bat. Interesting. Never used them. I can't really compare them to kettlebells. I love kettlebells, but I've never used them, so I should try them out. You should link up with Davey Wavy. I'm sure he can show you how gay CrossFit makes you. I actually did a video with Davey Wavy back at VidCon. He posted that, and he tricked a lot of straight people into thinking they're gay. You should check out that video. I'll include it in the description below. Please do the surströmming challenge. Oh, that's a smelly fish. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Surströmming? 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 That fermented fish. I've wanted to do it for a while, but I haven't done it simply because a lot of people that were saying they were sending it to me just never got here. Somebody's calling me. I'm too busy doing Q&A. Do you make a book? When do you think you will make it? I've been writing for a little while now. It's gonna be out in a little while. It's gonna be awesome. I assure you that. But that's all I can say right now. I'm really liking this idea of eating chicken wings because I'm really enjoying them. Hey Pete, are you ever going to do another collab with the Hodge twins? Now, after getting asked, hey, do a collab, do a collab, do a collab. Unfortunately, Hodge twins aren't my neighbor. They live far away from me. I'd love to do more collabs with them. I'd love to do a lot more collabs with a lot of people, but we don't live close. But hopefully we'll still do stuff. I hate it when the bone breaks. It's not fun. What do you think of gymnastics and gymnasts, female and male? I think they're awesome. I think it's unreal what some of these guys can do, especially on the rings, the strength that these guys possess. It's unreal. I did gymnastics until the age of 10? 10. I used to do some crazy shit, back handsprings, stuff like that, you know, like triple back handsprings, and just really cool stuff. What's funny, dips were always my best thing, which kind of translates into real life right now, because I like to do dips, things like that. So, yeah, I love gymnastics. I love people like that. What are your current goals regarding body composition? Would you compete? I told myself that if I competed, I would have to win. So the only way I can compete is if I stop all eating stuff, focus on just fitness, and take like a whole year to prepare myself. Like I want to be beyond ready, beyond, which I think is theoretically possible, and something I might do within like the next 4 or 5 years. I got a piece of chicken wing of my new Park t-shirt, which is available at shop.furiousbeat.com. I got a piece of wing on it. Now it's a little dirty. Does Meldiba ever beat the crap out of you? I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to go into full details. Pete, if I turn gay, I'd want to do you first, just so you know. Why? Huh? Is it because I ate chicken wings like a man? Hmm? Is it? Is it because I eat chicken wings like a man? Huh? Is that why? Well, good. I'm from Poland. How can I get your t-shirts? Thumbs up. Great vids, bro. Shop.furiousbeat.com. Link in the description below. Fart shirts available now. Superman, Get Furious, all that other jazz. Get them now. Also, we have cheap shipping now. International. Oh yeah. Do you still do beer reviews and or accept beer to be reviewed? Do I ever? I do beer reviews. I don't do them that often. I do them here and there. I sometimes forget to do a review. Sometimes when I get really excited about a beer, I do a review. But I always welcome and encourage reviews or beers to be delivered to me. Is it bad that I skipped legs this week? You did what? You skipped legs? Bro! Bro! Favorite video game? I'll generally say games that I played in the past, which would be StarCraft. Definitely a top one. Right now I love playing Battlefield 4. Things like that. But I played a lot of StarCraft back in the day. I was really good at it, so that's why I played it. And yeah, that's probably the top one. What you have studied, or have you actually studied? What Melissa says that you eat so much. When you make your next trip around the world, or actually make a trip. I studied engineering. I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering and my master's in manufacturing engineering. But then this whole world of eating and fitness took over my life, which is awesome. Do I miss it? Kind of. You know, I spent a lot of my life studying for that, a lot of money studying for that, and here I am doing this. Now, although a lot of people think it's a dream job, it is. It's awesome, but it's a lot of work, and yeah, maybe I'll do engineering one day. Melissa tends to appreciate a lot of my eating skills. And in regards to round the world trip, it's become a little difficult lately, sometimes, simply because of budgets. Now, in case you don't know, a lot of the world tour stuff is sponsored. But sometimes, you know, we want to record something and we simply just don't have the budget for it. I want to continue doing these world tour episodes. We're going to be starting up something called a Patreon page. Now, this Patreon page is going to be simply to fund future world tour episodes and be able to actually film them. And what this means is anyone that wants to donate $1, $2, that's it, to a campaign that, you know, to be able to see like another World Tour episode, we'll let you, and we'll seriously appreciate it. So, I mean, if out of the 760,000, 70,000 subscribers that we have here, if 1% of you donates $1, that's $7,000, and that can fund an episode. Funding an episode is, you know, getting there, filming it, everything combined is very, very expensive. So, you know, TV shows very often, you know, will spend millions of dollars on every episode, which is nuts. So you can imagine how expensive things can get. And yeah, link will be in the description below if you just want to check it out, look into things. It's not me being greedy, money hungry and all that. It's just, I need funding to make more footage like that, because it's not just a regular YouTube video where I'm sitting in front of a camera talking to it. It's much more different, much more complex than that. What was your biggest injury? If none, what's the biggest thing that slowed you down from working out? I find time and stress always killed me with a lot of things, with workouts. I did have a lot of back injuries. Back injuries stemmed from tree planting. No pun. But anyways, back injuries stem from tree planting, and basically it was called reforestation. If you don't know what that means, it's for every tree, for example, and cut down, every tree that's cut down in Canada, somebody has, a company that cuts it down has to hire someone to replant a fresh tree. And so the people that are replanting it's all hand done. It's not a machine that goes around and plants them. It's somebody that walks and plants a new tree. They're seedlings like this big, but you have to put them in, they have to be spaced 6 feet apart, and so on, and you get paid per tree. And I was working my ass off, and you know, we'd be planting 3,000, 4,000 trees a day, these seedlings. So it's a lot of work, and unfortunately when you're doing it for 12 hours a day, you know, for an entire summer, your back tends to, well, it gave out for me, and I did a lot of chiro, but my back just, I do a stupid movement in the gym and it just fucks up my day. What's your opinion on clit rings? It looks painful, to be honest. I don't understand it. It looks really painful, like you're putting on your underwear, for example, and it gets caught on your underwear and you start pulling. Oh, I get like the heebie-jeebies. Would you rather sit on a cactus or rub habanero sauce on your ass? Now the question here is, how long do I have to sit on this cactus for it to be considered me sitting on the cactus? And how much habanero sauce, and how, you know, is it just a dab on my ass? Is it all over my ass? Is it up my bum? Those are questions that need to be answered before I can fully answer this question, because both will be painful. What are your views on weightlifting belts, and do you believe that they are needed? I believe some people overuse weightlifting belts, but I think that they're awesome for a lot of movements and really do help you firm up your body, firm up your core. And when you are going really, really heavy, you don't want to start doubting yourself that your back is going to snap and all this stuff. I think it's very good mentally as well to have one of those belts. I do feel like if you have the right belt for you, it can help a lot, especially in those very heavy movements. When you're going light, don't bother. Like, it's just not needed. But for those heavy sets, I think it does help. How often does PETA complain about your t-shirt? Now, if you guys didn't see, PETA's shirts are out of stock, so it becomes actually difficult to print them sometimes, because I guess I get complaints, or there's somebody within the factory that is pro PETA and everything. It's just a joke, everybody, guys. Come on, take a joke. Got a fart t-shirt on. I'll have them again eventually, but it might be a little bit of time and a little bit more expensive, but it'll be worth it. Pete, were you ever bullied as a kid? And if you were, what would you say to your bullies now that you're jacked? Fuck you, everybody. A little bit. More, yeah, verbally. I have a big head, if you guys didn't realize. It's proportional to my body now, yeah. But I've had a big head my whole life.
That was called Watermelon Head. It definitely didn't help with a lot of situations in my life. But yeah, it got to me a lot. Then I guess sometimes my English isn't 100%, so that gets to you too. People bully me still today. All my friends, even my closest friends, bully me because I can't speak English properly. How did Melissa and you meet? Well, we met at a gun show. No, we met at the gym. Started going to a gym, and CrossFit gym. No, when I was doing CrossFit, when I was trying it out, that's where we met. Yeah, she hit on me. She picked me up, and she was the first girl that picked me up, hit on me, and she's still with me today. Do you smoke weed, or did you ever smoke weed? Do you think it's bad for bodybuilding? Yes, I've smoked weed. If I do it maybe twice a year. Legally, of course. And just turns out to be legal in a lot of places now. And I don't think it's bad for bodybuilding. Why would it be? If anything, if you're doing bodybuilding, you're trying to get bigger. If anything, a little weed won't ever hurt you, it'll just help you. Well, there you go, guys. Furious Pete here. Q&A with a competitive eater and 200 wings. If you guys have any other questions, write it down in the comment box below. I'll answer them in the next video. Let me know how you guys like this format. I particularly very enjoyed it. Thank you again to The Pump for hooking me up with some delicious wings. Check out the new shirts in the store. Get your fart shirts and everything like that. We'll catch you guys next time. Make sure you subscribe as I put out videos every single week right here on Furious Pete. Catch you guys next time. Stay sexy, stay hungry. Of course, my friends, get laid. You're dead!